Ba 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 boo. That's why I was late. Excuse me, morning. Now, I don't like to, I'm not an apologist, but I can be an apologizer. And you might have heard me moaning today on Telegram severely. So it's the start of Khmer New Year, and I was going to go to the provinces, but loads of people dropped out, and it costs a fortune really to get up there. Couldn't get a taxi, and usually if I can't get a taxi, I'll just get the bus, which is 6 hours of hell. But no buses because it's Khmer New Year. Now, this is a 5-day affair. So even if I could have got up there, I probably wouldn't have got back for about a week. And I just can't afford to take a week off work. So knock that on the head. The missus has gone, obviously, because it's her family and it's a big deal. So a bit of pros and cons. Nice to have a bit of time to myself. Nice, I'll be able to get some writing done. But fuck. Sorry, there's something on my glasses. I will turn the brightness up in a minute so you can enjoy my visage. I might have pizza in my teeth. I don't know if you can see it from there. It certainly feels like I have. But yeah, so there's been a party out here, right? There's a bloke that's rocked up here. I've told you about it. Like in the last 6 months, 1, 2, 3, 4 new restaurants and cafes, bars have appeared down there. Quite nice. Good for me. Nice food. They do like a pulled pork baguette. Nothing wrong with that, is there? Pulled pork baguette with like gherkins and all sorts of lovely things in it. It's about $3. So it's got pros. And when me and the missus went out on the lash on Friday, was it? Yeah, Friday. You know, we can walk out my house, just go there. Nice people, music, all that. But no warning today of live music. And this will end. I will stop moaning. If just let me get it out of my system. Rags has had it right in the ear. Sorry, mate. But it's just there. Just see that. Sorry about my washing in the way. But you see that window? You can just about see that window there, yeah? Little state of my washing. One shirt, 1 crummer, 2 pairs of pants. 4 weeks clothing. The live music is just there. So it starts at about 12 o'clock midday. That was 10 hours ago. And it's a bloke on a guitar. And I'm like, oh, joke's off. And I can't hear my computer. My speakers aren't loud enough to hear. So I can't watch anything without putting these in. And I'm going to have to put these in for this stream. I don't want these in too long. Apparently they're not that good for you. You know. And he was rubbish. Oh, my Asian drummer boy, and in the wars I used to play. Yeah, he was doing Dire Straits covers in a fucking. I was going to say Bob Dylan, but I mean the original Bob Dylan. I can't remember his poxy name now. Anyway, and then I thought, well, all right, if it's just an hour of this, no problem. And so he done 2 sets, and I thought, well, you know, come on, man, don't be an old grumpy bastard who's going to go. Oh, I nearly went out there a couple of times. Hey, come here. I was actually planning at what. Now, don't worry, people. This is not a chill stream. I've got so many clips. Clipperdom. It's Clipperdom. Yeah. But I've got to get this out, or it'll be looming within everything else I say. So I was thinking what I'll do, because they've sort of public right of way. Now they sort of kept it a public right of way, but not really. There's too many people there. But what I'd have done, I was thinking I'll spin up to the motorbike taxi drivers. I'll get about 40 of them, and I'll say to them, look, this is how it works. I'll give you $5 each if you go down through that right of way, up the road, round the top, back down, through that right of way. All of you 10 times each, but at 2-minute intervals. Absolutely planning. And then I just thought, why don't you just accept it? But it has just stopped. And I wanted to do a 5-6 hour stream. I was planning a mega stream. I was planning doing a private stream, a road, and then have some time to write. But it's now 10:30 and I've done fuck all. I did watch the movie 47. Anyone seen 47? Let me get some light on. I will cheer up in a minute. It's lovely to be here. Always a privilege. Always a privilege. Never a chore. Let me brighten things up. And with the light, there is a smile and probably a large bit of tomato. Feels like it. Tomato. Let's say hello. There is 76 big ones in, but let's get through the oi polloi and the riffraff before the cheap seats arrive. Good Lord, plenty of you in. It's lovely to see so many OGs as well. Always a pleasure. Hello, Nick. John Palmer, who said he's going to miss it. He's probably not here. Hello, Zen. Hello, Steve. Tooth update, please. Look, if I'm wearing a teacher, we can go tit. Look at that. It's a bit sensual for a man of my age, isn't it? Hi. Hello, Mr. Python. Nice to see you. Pizzle's on the firm as well. Lars in. Alan's in. 10 in the morning in Louisville, Kentucky. Hi to all Scots. Good morning to you, Alan. That's lovely timing, though, isn't it? I would have liked to have streamed at 10 o'clock this morning, but that was 12 hours ago. And some of the bands, like I've been in bands and I know that they all take it seriously. And there was like some really weird sort of social justice quintet, triplets. And they were like, it was this sort of female vocalist with green hair. She was going, "We won't take it. We won't take it. We won't take it." And I was thinking, oh, I fucking am on the back of you. VC, nice to see you, my friend. Mr. Sumps here too. Who else we got in? Did I say hello to you, Quadrix? Of course I did. Terrible timing for the missus. Probably drunk. Hello, chicken. Darling, I'm making a video. I just started. Darling, do you want me to show them that? Darling, they've been playing music all day. Made me go crazy. Love, I'm making a video right now and I was late, so I've got to go.
Okay, love.
All right, love, listen, when I finish, I'll send you 3. If you're not asleep, you call me.
Yeah, but let me not call you. Let me not call you.
Yeah, okay, I understand. I love you very much, darling. Take care. You want me to show that? Bye, love. Stop it. All right, I'm going to show them. All right, I'm just going to put that there and carry on with the stream. Bye, darling. Take care. I love you. Mwah. Yeah. I love you too. Sensual, she is. Very sensual. So I'm all a bit of a flustered. I'm too high now, and I look. Let's do that. That's better. Right, where were we? What's happening? I was saying hello, wasn't I? Hello, Picard. Nice to see you, mate. Hello, Ben. The numbers are still going up. Lovely to see you all. Rags. Sorry, mate, about keep messaging you and just moaning. Rags sent me a message earlier. It went like this. I said, sorry, mate, I couldn't hear a word of that. And then he typed it. I said, let's go straight to the VAR. Alan has opened the doors of Vartation. Nice one, Alan. Hoyt to that. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much. Hello, Baz. It was heterosensual, wasn't it? Her sensual, well, steady, Grego, you know. Hello, Tim. What a pleasure. Scorry's on the phone. Clad glass, fuck me, mate. I haven't been here. I haven't been on for a couple of weeks. Appears I've missed the rebound. No, same bird. Just you missed a little bit of communication and maturation. Hello, Hoax. Nice to see you, mate. A well regular now. Emma G's on the firm. Blogs is here, but he's walking his dog. What? That's the previously mentioned frustration. Look, I'm not a moany old bastard. I could, if they'd have warned me, I'd have probably gone out for the day. That's all. And if they think that's happening every week, oh, they'll get the wrath of they'll get that danger, that big mama danger. I'll set her on them. They'll regret that in seconds, Governor. Hello, Vincent. Nice to see you. Mark's here. Excuse me. Numpty. Hello, Hooper. Tito. Right, so tooth update, everyone. Tooth update. Tooth update. Tooth update. and another scrubism is born. Tooth update. Amoxicillin seems to have done the trick. Just ain't got a grand to wait. That's mad, isn't it? If you do end up having to spend that, go on holiday and get it done for 200 quid, and then the other 800 is your holiday. And they're very skilled dentists. I think Bucharest is quite a well-known. My girlfriend's sending me sensual messages. I think Bucharest is quite a well-known holiday destination. Hello, Anglo. Absolutely. Start the stream. Mrs. calls. Standard. Hope you're all right, Rusky. Little Reds. Y2B, happy birthday. You to be. Yeah, gonna have to help me out with that one, Little Red. I'm not aware of all of that. Thank you, Aramas. An absolute pleasure. Did I actually say hello to you, Grego? That's the word I was looking for, James Trio. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? Hi, Towers on the firm. A pleasure. Oh, there you go. Hi, Chris. Hey, chat. Nice to see you all on my birthday. So that was the Y2. Well, that's an HB in the chat for you. If everyone would like to, happy birthday. Y2JHBK6. Hello, it's a duck. Hello, LC350. Anglo, did I just say hello to you? Little Red's already done it. Hello, Pags. Hello, Daffyd. No, but seriously, has anyone seen 47? I mean, it's cracking out in Cambodia. Film comes out one week, and the next day, film comes out one day, and the next day you can watch it. It's a bit weird. I don't know why. It's quite good being ignored by the world. You can just get on with things. No, it wasn't. It might be Arlo. Yeah, is Woody's real name Arlo? That is who I was thinking of. Woody Guthrie. Didn't know his real name was Arlo, but he is the proto Dylan, isn't he? Without a doubt. Broken silence. Nice to see you, Hooper. Hooper. There you go. There's that. No, not Woody, not Robert Zimmerman. If you haven't heard Woody Guthrie, Cole, go and check some out, and you'll be like, hang on a minute. I know someone who made a career out of doing an impersonation of you. Nice to see you, Alan. Weekend off. I'm assuming Donovan was just very strange. I do like. Excuse me. I do like a couple of his songs, though, I have to say. Spasticine is. Good Lord. I nearly did shout out the window of them. It nearly came to that. I nearly opened that window and I was going to just give it the eye until I got their attention and go, when are you finishing? And then whatever they said. But, then I just thought, right, hello, Jeff. That's not what I thought. I thought it then. I just thought, calm me cockles. It's just one day. All right. That's all right. It's all right. And I do most of my writing at night anyway. And now you're going to get, it's 10:30, 11, 12. You're probably going to get 2.5 hours more out of me. So we'll have a nice time. Well, I say that, grift depending, of course. Tito, I've said hello to you, but I do like you. Yes, Aramas, there's always something on them. It's yeah, there's always something. I can't, and it looks like there's nothing there. Put them on, it's there. I don't know. Hello, Martin. I certainly haven't said hello to you. That's a shocking. Yes, my email is sorted, but as I left a message on Twitter, Twitter steady. As I left a message on Telegram this morning, there is hundreds of emails that I've got to deal with at some point, and so if you haven't had a response, you know. Hello, Neil. Nice to have you catching alive. A pleasure. I was punctual. Oh, hang on a minute, Alan. What, you having dramas? Oh, balls. Well, as long as you're still in. Apologiser. Well, Daffyd, it would appear he's yeah, but Steve, if you've got that's a penicillin, isn't it? Essentially, you've killed the infection, but teeth don't get infected like a wound. Teeth, as a optometrician, well, when I was a little girl, things were different because when I had an abscess, it isn't. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Right, because I've got an incredible amount of clips. I'd like to thank Rags. I'd like to thank one for the bird. Nice one, Alan. Prasha Cuckoo. What am I going to say? What was I saying? I don't know. I don't know. I literally don't know what I was saying. It's thrown me today. Today has thrown me. It's lovely to see Clad Glass. Andrew's in as well. Afternoon all. No, drop the brand V-neck, Chris. Dig the white shirt out of the laundry. The white shirt is right there, mate. It's been washed, but I can't. It's sometimes I can't keep everyone happy all the time, can I? You know, this is nice. It's just lightweight. The problem with wearing my shirt here, this is my desk, and what you can't see is the absolute catastrophe of shit and bits, and then my cuffs get all dirty, and then I have to wash it again, and I haven't worn it out. So, you know, sometimes it's going to be a t-shirt. Hello, Jickhurst. Nice to see you, man. Been a while. Carl is in. Been a long time. Shag trip in Balkan. Probably why it's been a long time. Abscesses are certainly murder, Little Red. Marzipan. I'll be lurking. Dad's not well. Been dealing with the NHS 24-hour and staff all afternoon. I mean, what kind of a developed country can you not talk to a doctor? No, you have to call us up. No, you have to go online. Yeah, but I want to talk. I want someone to look at my father. No, just fill in the internet. What? A little bit of pizza. Right. I know eating didn't go down well on the last stream, but I couldn't get out. Could not get out. Loads of happy birthdays. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. So I've got hello, Lulu. You right, darling? I've got a wide range of clips. Hello, Asdak. Good to see you, my friend. It's a fantastic tune, but I think my favourite is "Yellow is the colour of my true love's hair in the morning when we rise." Hang on, why did someone donate and not get a VAR? Little Red didn't get one, and there's another one coming. Let me refresh Entropy, because that ain't cricket at all. That's the time, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Oh no, not problems with Entropy. That's not good. Right, hang on a minute, people. I'm going to reinstall Entropy because Vartless is lifeless. You know, that's a saying we have in these parts. Vartless is lifeless. All right, go live. Continue old session. Sounds a bit naughty. No, that's not right. It would appear. Well, I'll wait for the next one. I can probably do some manuals, but what a terrible shame. These are for the donations that didn't get their VARs. Thank you. But we miss all the double VARs. We miss all the triple VARs. I'll give it a little. I'll give it a. I'll give it a little. I'll give it a little. Hello, Mouse Cat. Good to see you. I'll refresh it again in a minute. When you said frustration, it reminded me of the song lyrics. I get frustration, I wear it like a suit, but the jacket fits too tightly and there's lead inside my boots. From the Purple Arts. They're very nice lyrics. Nice to see you, Mouse Cat. Hope you're well. Hello, William. We've got some lovely people in here. Absolute lovelies. Blair Phillip. Bloody hell. Hello, Blair. You all right? Nice one. I'll give you a manual VART. I worked out how to get more power out of my computer as well. If you don't know, I'm sure you all do, but you can go into the interior of your computer and you can put the equalizer, the bass boost, and there's some other thing. I can't remember what it's called. I just got it off the internet how to do it. Little Red, here's your manual. Hang on a minute. There. Little Red, here's your manual. Oh. There you go. Still a bit concerned about entropy there. Why are they causing me? If anyone does donate on entropy, let me know if I don't hear it or you don't get a VAR. Well, you won't know because you won't get one. But if anyone does, let me know if you've tried and it won't let you. I don't know. Right, let's get on with the show. Thank you very much, Blair, and thank you very much, Little Red, and thank you everyone for being here. What an absolute pleasure to be able to stream. But you're going to love the clips. Honestly, a good wide range of clips. French election. It's looking it's very tight. It's very tight between Macron and Le Pen, of all people. Now, of course, the French election system is organised, like most systems in the West, to prevent radicals. And so what will almost certainly happen is in the second round, they'll all jump, all the leftists, and there's a lot of them in France, unfortunately, they'll all just jump on with Macron. Anything but the Nazis, anything but the Nazis. Whereas if Zemmour's people... And I've got a really interesting clip that shows you that Le Pen dominates the votes. It's a poll, but dominates the votes in all age groups except for something like 55 and up. And I said to Rags this morning, I said that French election will be about old French couples, who just don't want to go near anything right wing because they've read the same stupid propaganda all their life. But although the French election is much like the midterms, this is kind of point of no return almost. But what it does suggest is next election, if France can survive 4 years, Le Pen or Zemmour win, without a doubt. If you look at what the difference between Le Pen and Macron was in, 2017, 2018, so it was something that massive, the difference was huge, and now it's like 1% of something stupid. So give it a few more years. I don't mean this in a nasty way, but when the older voters have carked it. But it's also very kind of inspiring that younger people want something else. That is inspiring. But check this out. Thank you very much, mate. Always appreciated. But no, very kind, very generous. All donations are very generous. Hello, John. Nice to see you, my friend. Listen to this. Apparently, the first round of the French general election, a country that's in a real state, a country that's in a real mess, 25% turnout. Vote! That was lovely of someone to check that. Look at Packer. Done it. It is working. He said... I'll show you because it's only right that entropy donators get their glory on the story. Oh, talking about stories, 7 SUBSTACKs. If you're not subscribed to my Substack, link in the description. It's totally free. There's 15 stories in the archive. My new one's 7 Spastics. I might finish it tonight. It's one of the best pieces of writing I've ever done. And I'll tell you what, and I'm going to confess something to you here. And this isn't a confession is probably the wrong word, but this is a creative Packer. I'm on that, and I'll play it. Play it. Dun, 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 dun. Just playing your donation, Packer. I have written about 180,000 words on my Substack. Now, my Substack is part of the novel project because without a readership, who's going to buy the novel? Yes, I've got people on YouTube. Yes, I've got people that keep an eye on me for my stand-up career who will buy the novel. Yes, I've got about 30 podcasts who want me on, and I've already booked it in. Once the novel's there, once the novel's available for pre-order, they're going to have me on and interview me. So I've got all my marketing kind of sorted out. But Substack is part of that marketing. But it has kept me away from writing the novel. Now, I started that novel 5-6 years ago. The problem is the quality of my writing at the moment is better than a lot of the novel. Like my editor said to me, rewrite the first 50 pages. And by rewrite, he meant dump them and start again. And so when I sit down at night and think, right, I'll do some writing, which is my true passion in life, I'm like, right, do some work on your novel, which is editing, which is dull as fuck anyway. And I'd rather get on with 7 Spastics because it's better. But it's better because it's easier, because short stories are easier. You know, you haven't got to deal with all the sort of multiplicity of and length. There's no reason for me to say multiplicity of this. It's just long. It's just a lot of it. So when I do sit down, I tend to go in for the shorts. Hello, Colonel Custer. Good to see you. SUBSTACK also likes Canned Heat, the early stuff. Yeah, I'll give them a listen for sure. John, I thought you were going to miss this. You cheeky bastard. Albino North Korean evacuee, communist bad people. Hello, are you sure you are? Nice to see you. A pleasure. You're the deft fellow who does the Bitcoin, innit? No. I did buy a Bitcoin years ago, but I spent it all on smack. Probably not what you wanted to hear, but that's what happened. I've still got a bit sitting around, but not a lot. Bam Bam's on the firm, whoever the hell Bam Bam is. Nice to see you. You're welcome here to get cants and cello, mates. Yes, clips. We're getting there. Loads of noobs in today. I used to work for Yahoo Finance. Oh, not bad, is it? Peculiar. Yeah, it'd be amazing if Le Pen won. It would be amazing. Right, let's have a look at some of these clips. Hello, No Name. Fix is in. Yeah, there you go. French erection. It was waiting. Yeah, I'm not sure if they'll fix it. I don't think they've got it. I don't think they've got it in them. Bam Bam, they'll take you down for that. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what's interesting. I've got a clip from what's the Canadian Ponce's name? Trudeau, where he says something really weird, like too much nationalism and many populism. It's a really weird adjustment of the language. I'll play it. You'll see it later if you hang around. But it's a bizarre thing to say. He says something like much nationalism, many populism. You're like, oh, what? And it's intentional. It's, this is politics and language. Believe me, they are entwined like un stick et la serpent. Hello, Buster Brook. Good to see you. LOIR. French streets aren't safe, so no one turns out. I absolutely while I'm sure it's somewhat in jest, it's also many a true word said in jest. Hello, John. Good to see you. Le Pen has a good chance. I think it's in. Yeah, it is. It's in-person voter only. Yeah. If only Veritas could dig something up on Macron. Yeah. I mean, I'm sick. I'm sick of the likes of Macron. These hand-picked Macron, Trudeau, Merkel, hand-picked globalist puppets. Go on, go and wreck that country. Go and wreck that country. I've got another clip you'll see where Merkel, or PJW, comes out with all these crime statistics from Germany, and it ain't looking good for the newcomers. For the visitors, shall we say? And Merkel says, "Oh, it's turned out lovely." And it's like, what are you reading? You know, ridiculous. Hello, Paul Squire. How are you, son? Look at him. Look, he's the marketing genius, this lad. Pizzle, will I ever monetize my Substack? No. No, mate. Totally free. Second link in description. Go get on it. They're very good stories. They're stories from my life. They've had, I think I'm on something like 36,000 people have read. Well, they've certainly clicked them. Whether they got to the end of the stories, I don't know. Hello, Willow. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I might drop one in today because this is going to be a long old stream. And if anyone hangs on till the end, they're OGs, and we'll do a little bit of pizzle. I said pizzle. We'll do a little bit of pizzle. We might do a little bit of LSDJ today, Little Red, because you deserve it for asking. Seven SUBSTACK is not going to be out for Christmas. It's going to be out this bloody week. John's ignoring Vincent. Daffy's only here for LSDJ. Good Lord. You've been waiting a while. You've listened to some nonsense for very little. Clark's in. I haven't even said hello to Clark. Hello, mate. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Great writer, Hemingway. Have you read... I know you're reading the shorts. Have you read The Sun Also Rises? Wonderful piece of writing. Very much in the picaresque European tradition, in a strange way, without the kind of central character sort of. Loomy ain't in, is he? And he ain't talking. Maybe he rock and rolls on a Sunday. Turdo, more like you said it, Steve. Right, Castro, that's the fellow I was looking for. Right, no more LOs. If I've missed anyone, apology, Karkus. I'll get back to you a bit latato. Oh, what, the novel? Obviously, not the documentary of the making of Apocalypse Now. Good call, good writing. You're all right, John. It's an absolute pleasure. You know, it was my mistake, wasn't it? It will be ready soon. I've learnt now. No, with shorts, yes. 7 SUBSTACK will be finished at the latest Friday. You know, I've got the week to myself. Strontium Dog got 5 out of 5. Yeah, I never knew how anyone got any of them. I just could not believe it. And Boris has come in straight in with mouth. Look at that, picaresque, more like. He had to go onto Wikipedia to look at picaresque first, but you know. Aramas, oh my, The Sun Also Rises is my favourite book. There you go. Yeah, it's very good writing, isn't it? I you know, that they were the novels. I mean, I put The Sun Also Rises, also known as Fiesta, weirdly. I put that for me in the same kind of genre as Post Office. I know Bukowski. I know that's weird. I mean, wait, Bukowski, what are you talking about? But that and Hunter S. Thompson's Rum Diaries, which is a beautiful little novel as well, absolutely beautiful. In as much as you haven't got the predictable hero's journey, you haven't got a story arc to worry about. It's just slice of life stuff, and it's a stroke of luck that I like that, because my novel is there's nothing happens. It's 140,000 words of niche. Right, let's get clippage. I'm getting awfully hello Rusky. I'm getting awfully distracted by the wonderful conversations and superior people we have in the chat. The scrubs are the finest of the interwebs. Packer said this. A single word, as in Fatima, Joe Biden. Let me see if I can give you that a little bit. There you go. There you go, for phone users. Nice one, Picard. Nice to know that the old aunt is working too. Appreciate cuckoo. Right. What have I got for you? Where should we start? I mean, where should we start? I've got loads of memes. Ooh, I don't want to chat with you, StreamYard. Stop it. Go away. No one. What? I think that's because I changed my base. Now, you might have to let me know if there are, I'm sure you will, any audio issues, because like I say, I've fricked about with me, what do you call it now? They called it the EQ and the bass boost, and I OBS'd everything so that if my computer explodes, bollocks! If my computer dies, I won't lose all my clips. So I've OBS'd them all, which will mean you'll be having to turn your master volume up and down. Master volume up and down. Master volume up and down. Right, let me just make sure these are set up. Master volume up and down. You can sing it. It feels good to sing it. You got to do the hand motions though. Master volume up and down. It's been a long day, people, and I don't mean to take it out on you, but sometimes that's the way the jogger jogs. Right, let's just press one more button. Danger pods are connected. Here we go. Custer's having a right laugh. Right, okay. Where should we start? Let's just pick one at random, shall we, and see what we've got to say about it. How about that? Got some crackers here, though. Let's start with a bit of salty cracker. Because he's excellent. Now, I know that a few of you will have already seen this because I saw it pop up in the Scrubs lifeboat and I was like, bollocks, that was going to be my opener. This is a little clip someone made of Salty Cracker getting a little, I think he's a bit drunk, to be honest with you, because he does like a drink, does the Cracker, and he's got the little actual damage, me and my mates used to call it, when we were stay highs. As we were moving through our teens, we were developing blacker and blacker rings around our eyes. And one day my mate said to me, he went, you've now got actual damage. I went, what do you mean? He went, well, previously, you when you were smoking a bit of soap bar now and again, you'd have little rings around your eyes. But now you're a 24/7 skunk head. You've got actual damage, which will never go. Weirdly, the skag cleared it up. So up yours, Neil Johnson. Right. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. This is Salty Cracker getting a bit pissed off with the YouTube censors. It's very funny. It's a great clip to start the stream. My mouse is playing. What? Hello and welcome to the show. Thank you, Vincent. Keep the stream alive. There you go. Nice one, Vincent. Machano Kaprasha Cuckoo. I didn't think of emotional damage as well, but there was probably some of that. That was already there. That's why I ended up with Stay High, John. Right. Nice one, Vincent. Always appreciate Kaku. This is a lovely little clip to open the doors. But like I say, my mouse is playing up, so I don't know if I've clicked or whatever. But it's only short, so we'll just take a risk, shall we? I think we're all good. I don't think I have to mute it. Let's just go. Let's roll with it. Hello, John.
A whole bunch of some massive, sexy, salty MOABs of election information breaking all over the place. We should probably cover it a little bit more on this channel, especially while we're on YouTube, just to tweak them. Oh my God, Viv! You're not supposed to talk about the election right now. Oh my God. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I'm YouTube.
Can you see Salty Cracker's actual damage, though? You see what I mean? It looks like he's got a Zorro mask on. Anyway, I'll take it back a bit, but the actual damage is real, is strong in this one. But check out how angry he gets. Without a doubt, Cole, he looks amazing. What a style! It's so excellent. Yes, he's. I think he's very high. Nice one, Vincent. Drop with another squid layer in. Lovely. Salty tired. But he gets proper angry here. Let's check it out.
Right now. Oh my God. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I'm YouTube. And I'll suspend you. And I'll kick you on the inner zones. Fuck you, dude. Let me speak for a second to the person at YouTube Studios who's tasked to listen to this. To the cocksuckers at YouTube and the people at Quantico. The people kind of Quantico who are being paid with taxpayer money to listen to this. Fuck you, everybody hates you. Your two moms hate you, your two dads hate you, your cats hate you, your boxes of wine hate you, everybody hates you. You're an insufferable piece of shit. You're literally a fucking snitch. You're an online snitch. Go fuck yourself. Everybody hates you. Random stray dogs would rather die in a kennel than be saved by you, you dumb bitch. How's that? Oh my God.
I put the wrong clip up. There was the right clip, but there's a longer one where at the end he just says "fuck off" and learnt a code. But yeah, cracking stuff. Massive energons, as someone said. Brilliant stuff from Salty Cracker. Right, I've got to keep an eye on my Johnson. Right, where do we go next? Let's keep it light-hearted for the intro. And we all know this fella. Very funny. We're not going to watch the whole thing because it's not my... What? It's not my context. Context. Nice one, Quadrex. I've missed you. Cheers, Dangerfield and Scrubbers. Yeah, I got a bit drunk the other night and I did take a couple of days off. I'm just trying not to do so much screen time. But that's why we've got a mega stream with mega clips. And it's going to be excellent. It already is excellent, isn't it? Look, we've got 1, 2, 3 people in here. Lovely. Thank you, Quadrex. I hope your situation's improving as well. And if it isn't, make it happen. Do it. Nice one, mate. It's been you've I think you and Anglo, this doesn't take anything away from anyone else, but you and Anglo are a couple of people who have appeared here and have just sort of, you've established yourselves in a very fine way, which is lovely. I mean, plenty of other people have, but I've just noticed that. Hello, Lee. I felt a bit of a stalker looking at your old flat with Clark in Soho last night. Rupert Street or Lexington Street? Lexington Street above Bow, I'm reckoning. That's all right. No problem. I quite like it, having a little look. Lovely little place that was. Lovely little place. When I went out to Thailand to get clean, that old intro, my business partner said to me, he said, why don't you put your flat on Airbnb? That'll pay for your holiday. He said, that flat in that location, you'll be able to get a couple of grand for that. And I was going to Thailand for 9 weeks. And so I worked it out and it was something like 3.5 grand. But it was a shithole because I was a drug addict. So I got a couple of cleaners to do it. They were proper okie cokey cleaners though. Like, how much? 50 quid for the old flat? Yeah, all right then. When they went, it just smelt a little bit of bleach and was still a bit grubby. Squalor is the word I'd use. Squalor, but without the squalitems. They'd removed all the pot noodle and empty pizza boxes and syringes, but left the stench. Anyway, I said to my business partner, I said, the problem is I'll be out there withdrawing. I'll be actually climbing the walls. I'll be jet shitting myself up to the ceiling. And if there's any problems, I'm going to have some bastard complaining and I'll be going, no, I can't help you, mate. I can't help you. And he said, yeah, but they ain't going to complain. They're going to love it there. What a location. Lovely little flat. What? Of course. What happened? Yeah. 2 weeks in to my actual detox, in the peak of the acute phase, right, where I'm hearing voices and hello, who wanted shark fin salivaphone? And he's emailing me, this place is dirty, I'm going to complain. And I was like, well, fuck off then. I started off trying to go, look, if I said, all right, we'll just leave. You know, I didn't want to barter with him. I didn't have the energy. I didn't have the mental ability to sort of say, oh, well, I said, okay, just leave and you can have all your money back. And he because he didn't expect anyone to say that, I accidentally called his bluff. And he went, well, hold on a minute. He said, how about you do the next 7 weeks for half price? So then I wrote to Airbnb and said, this bloke said my house is dirty and inhabitable. He couldn't live in it. And I said, but then when I told him to fuck off then and I'll give him his money back, now he's saying he'll do it for half price. I mean, can he live in it or can't he live in it? And they said, yeah, that does seem a little bit, that does seem incorrect or whatever. So they said, look, what we'll do, we can't refund him. What we'll do is we'll take that money out of your next rent. And I was thinking, oh yeah, I certainly won't be renting my place again on Airbnb. So I thought, well, that's free money. And he was like, well, I'm going to stay then. I went, all right. Made a couple of phone calls. He got a knock at the door. He was gone. I made $3,000 for nothing. It turned out nice. Was a bit of hassle though there for a couple of days. I don't like ringing up people and saying you might want to take a couple of golf clubs around my pad. You'll find a key stashed under the dustbin around the back. Anyway, have a look at this. We'll stay keeping it a laugh a minute. Chrissy. Thank you, darling. Lovely. Right. I think I screwed that story up a little bit, but the bits that were true was I made loads of money. He tried to con me, and I sent the heavies round, and he fucking ran with his little gay willy hanging through his legs. And also, he didn't write me a bad review because then he knew I'd write him one. And I emailed him and said, listen, mate, you tried to have me. You tried to pull a fast one on me. And I pulled you fucked with the wrong person. I said, but I won't leave you a bad review and you don't leave me one. And you get a set period of time to leave a bad review. He left it to the last 5 or 6 minutes. He must have cut and pasted it and then just went poof and sent it so that I couldn't, you know, I found out like later that day and thought, you snide bastards. But fuck him. Thanks for the free money, Airbnb. Right, here we go. You all know the fella. I've only clipped the first couple of minutes because it's not fair dining out on other people's material, but check it. As if you're not already laughing. Look at it. Let me have audio, eh? Hello, Dennis.
This is my proudest moment. I've been dreaming of becoming the top female swimmer for 1 year, but getting here wasn't easy.
Cheers, Packer.
I first learned how to swim when I was 7 years old at Boy Scout camp. What might surprise you is I was actually a really slow swimmer at first and stayed a really slow swimmer through the first couple years of my collegiate career. Then I turned 23 and all of a sudden I'm the best swimmer in the women's division. And I can't track exactly what changed. I guess I'm just a late bloomer. Because swimming's been such a big part of my life for so long, it's where my happiness comes from. You can't have happiness without penis. I've never noticed that before. With being the best at something, you always get haters. Like, I don't understand what this controversy is all about. I guess people just don't like it when they see a woman succeeding. I compete in 3 different strokes: freestyle, the butterfly, and the backstroke. You got to be in the pool for hours each day. It's the only way to become the best. I guess I must have drank a lot of water on that lap. Yeah, it's not all easy. Some of the other ladies don't feel comfortable being in the same locker room as me. I'm appalled. I just don't understand why.
The actual sketch says about another 6 minutes, but he will know. This is how YouTube works. He will know that I used 30% of his video. It'll come up. He can look. Like, I get it. Like, someone you know, people just use bits of your videos. That's fine. I don't give a shit. But for someone like him who's a full-timer and makes a living out of it, I couldn't just show you the whole thing. But it's well worth checking out. It's hilarious. It really is good. And I just think that's fair enough, isn't it? I'd rather make you give you a little giggle and also help promote his 1.6 million followers channel. Broken silence, Abby. Good stuff, isn't it, Steve? Yes, he really is. He really is. Right. Hello, Ozmeister. How are you? Hello, Abstract Steve. Everyone's turning up on the Monday mega stream, mega clip, super supreme pizza from Pizza Hut, circa 91. Right, where are we going next? I've got so many clips. It's like I'm drowning in clippage. Well, we were talking about this the other day, weren't we, Dennis? Not me and you, but the scrubs at large. Mark Dice, how the hell he's still allowed. Salty knows he's off. Salty Cracker knows his time is limited, but it won't matter because he has marketed it. He has organised it. You know, he gets like 20, 30,000 people watching him on like Odyssey and Rumble when he goes live. So he's just pushing it. I do worry a little bit that he won't grow, though. That's the problem. The thing about YouTube is you do attract normies and you grow. So Salty Cracker may well have his 20, 30,000 on Rumble and Odyssey, but will that increase, or will he then just be preaching to the converted, which would be a shame? Although that's such a big number, you know, someone in the chat just said their normie friends sent them that clip. You know, I think give me a 1 in the chat if you've noticed. This is going to be a one-a-thon, I think. If you've noticed how mainstream comedians, I mean mainstream YouTube comedians, not Hollywood, not glitterati, and also conservative and vaguely right-wing commentators are talking about the things that we were talking about 3 or 4 years ago. Are talking about things that we sacrificed friendships for and family relations for. Are talking about things that, you know, people called us lunatics and Nazis and racists and homophobes and all the usual nonsense. And now this stuff is, I would go as far as to say, mainstream. You know, I'm watching things like Good Morning Britain talking about demographics. I'm like, wicked. And we have to pat our backs for that, because we got, you know, it's hard when you're the avant-garde. It is. It's hard when you're at the front of it, because people just go, you're a nasty person, you're horrible, you are. And you're like, hang on a minute. No, I'm not. Just because you haven't got the social proof that lets you believe something. No, and it is a risk, and we did get in a lot of trouble, but I'm seeing it pop up. And everyone here who watches this channel, who watches other channels, who shares videos, who donates to videos, not just mine, but other channels, we've all been part of that. We all fucking got a hook on that Overton window, and we all played our part. And there's another 500,000 channels like this with like 150 regular viewers, and you know, they're big numbers when you put them together. Look at all the ones. It's amazing. Yeah. And it's excellent. It's absolutely excellent. Yeah, Turley's another one. I mean, he's mad as a box of frogs, but you know. Mate, you're welcome to hang around here, but you cause a bit of problems in... is it you that causes problems in Jimmy's channel? I mean, just, you know, you don't have to agree with anything me or anyone else says, but, you know, don't be an arsehole about it. I might have got you mixed up with someone else, though, so, you know, fuck it. It's a Duck hasn't seen it. Well, I've got clips where you'll see it, so you might have a little look at that. You might see it today. Buster Brook, that's an amazing comment. Well, it's always been like that, really, for the mainstream media, hasn't it? You know, borders are very important for everyone else except for European people. It's or when it's politically expedient for someone. It's bizarre, but it's excuse me. It's interesting that I think it was Dennis that just said it. It's interesting that Turley's being allowed to keep talking, because from what I've heard from people living in England, that what you lot have been telling me over the last few streams, that the level of I'll call it pro-Ukrainian propaganda to keep myself under the radar. It's mad that they're because Turley is just pro-Putin out. And now, not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's peculiar for YouTube to let that crack on. Hello, Linda. How are you, my love? Always a pleasure. Boris, come on, mate. Keep it together, Boris. Right, what else have we got? What else have we got for you? Let's have a look, because believe me, we haven't even started yet. Let me just delete that one so we don't get it again. Right, this is incredible. This is incredible. Now, I have edited it together because it was actually 2 videos. There'll be a lot of that today, right? So because I've OBS'd it, when I've like taken a news report or something, and I might have wanted to cut the anchor out. Then he said this. So you might see the odd glitch and things. That's not me trying to news speak here and just cut bits out. It's just where I've cut out shit you don't need to see. So Barack Hussein, you know what I'm talking about. He turns up at the White House, right? Joe Biden is nothing. He's nothing. He's like a ghost of himself. He's haunting his own dementia. This is 2 clips I've bodged together. You'll see it go halfway through. No one wants to talk to him because he's nothing. He's nothing to do with the communist administration of the United States. He really isn't. He is just like the puppet they throw out, and when everyone goes, "Oh, look, this bloke's mental," they don't care because it isn't important. It's not important to them. They're wrecking the United States, and that's what's important to them because they hate it, and they're trying to destroy it. But so Barack Hussein is in the White House. When I first saw this, I had to watch it about 5 times because the level of just people ignoring him. There's a bit where he puts his out. I'm telling you, so that when you watch it, you can trust your eyes. There's a bit where he puts his hand on Obama's shoulder as if to pull him round and talk to him, and Barack Hussein just sort of like, "Get off, you prick," and he's walking around just on his own, and there's groups of people everywhere, and he's like, it's really weird. Don't forget now. Whatever I just said, he's irrelevant. He is irrelevant. It reminds me, what's the Vonnegut novel where they've got an AI kind of computer who's the president of the world? I can't remember. Cat's Cradle, is it? I can't remember the name of the Vonnegut novel. But Biden's much like that without the attraction. You know, it's just fuck it. Just chuck that out front and we'll wreck the country in the background. Watch this. Like I say, it's only 43 seconds long, and I did bodge a couple of videos together. This is shocking. This man is the president of the United States of America. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen any state official ignored to this level in his house, in his political habitat. Check it out. And you're right to go, what? This is absurd. Check it. Now, you might think I've built it up too much. No, there's no building this up too much. It's ridiculous. Check it. Totally ignored. No. No, just look. Hand on Barrett's shoulder. No, just ignoring him. Just ignore. Pull him off. No. Right, more. Look. He's finally realised that no one wants to talk to him. Look, in the fucking White House. Look, everyone's surrounding Mr. Hussein. Look. The fuck is that? What the fuck is it? Hello, Snoopy. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing there. We've got another Salty Cracker clip coming later, I think, where another clip somewhere where the bloke says he don't know where the hell he is. Oh, it's Donald Trump. I've got a clip where Donald Trump says that Joe Biden doesn't know where the hell he is. Trump is 100% standing for president again. His latest rally, that is obvious now. It was bizarre, wasn't it, Steve? Absolutely peculiar. Yeah. Hello, Ben. Lonely Potato. Hello, King Corona. Nice to see you, sir. Right, where are we going next? Where we go? Oh, me too. But I think we're going to probably almost certainly get him again. And I really miss him. Oh, he done this. Yeah, all right. It's not perfect. It's party politics, but he was far better for the American people than the destruction of the United States of America we've witnessed in 1 year. You when you look at the damage he's done to the world, there's talk of the Chinese yuan becoming the reserve currency. And the 2 million that they know about that have flooded into the United States, the fucking Nord 2 pipeline, the old cockroach out the corner of the eye there, the Afghanistan, the highest inflation rate since Roman times or whatever it is. You'd think that he'd been the president for like 2 terms. It's been just over a year. And again, this isn't incompetence. This is what they want to do. They hate it. The people in power hate the United States of America, and they want to wreck it. They want to turn it into South America, as I always say, because she deserves credit because she got fucked off by a lot of people. Ann Coulter called it. Why they want to turn America into the left. What was her book? Adios America. How the left will turn America into a third world hellhole. And Trump has said it. Trump has said that Biden's turning America into a third world hellhole. And by Biden, that isn't that divvy bloke there. Biden's just a catch-all word for the communist administration. It's fucking shocking. Exactly. Well, there you go, Snoopy. That's a fair point. None of these people are going to be perfect. It's party politics, but yeah. I mean, the Americans were better off under Trump. It's simple. The world was better off under Trump. It's a fucking mess at the moment. Hello, Rathschild. Good to see you. Don't worry, Lulu. Don't worry. The midterms are going to be the reddest wave of reddest waves. And if it isn't, people are just going to give up on the election process, because no way are people voting this bloke in for the first time ever. Hello, The Last of Us. Right, where are we going now? It's going to be hard work keeping up with the quality of this clippage. Right, where are we? How are we doing for time? Where are we? Hour flown past. Donations, not so much. I would love to see DeSantis as president as well, but I'd like Trump to have another go first. I'd like Trump to have a go. I wouldn't have DeSantis as vice. I said that about 6 months ago, but no. I think if DeSantis was vice president, it kind of fucks you for president, doesn't it? Because you play your hand at vice president, and nah. Big Mike is still the best meme ever. We've got a few memes later, and there's a Big Mike in there, of course. because there always is. Hello, BK Mac. Yeah, I miss Miss Coulter. She got, I think the artist formerly known as alt-right sort of got a bit shitty with her, and she just sort of pulled out of politics a little bit. Maybe she's working. Maybe she's writing. Maybe she's doing good work, going around to communities saying you've got to deal with these midterms from the ground up. You've got to be voting at your PTAs. You've got to be voting at your district attorneys. You've got to be voting for your police chiefs, because unless they do, there's no point it just happening at the top. They've got to basically turn around 40, 50, 60 years of the Long March. Get these fuckers out of all these jobs. You know, local judges that aren't prosecuting people for shoplifting. Local judges that want to just let people out of prison because, you know, it's not nice. Right, where are we going next, people? Let's have a look. Let's keep this cliporama stream of drama going and growing. A very short one, just a little quickie, but it's always good to see Based Pussy. You correctly heard me. This is Based Pussy. I mean, you know, I'm more of a dog man, but this is brilliant. Based Pussy. Have a look. Don't blink. Oh, come on, mouse. Don't fail me now. And also, after the obvious denouement in the cup and burp at the same time. It's because I chowed down a pizza at the last minute. Not once you've witnessed the actual denouement in this clip, watch the grotesque, self-important, self-aggrandizing NPC overreaction to something that really didn't deserve it, because they're vile, disgusting people who only care about themselves, as you'll see later with some clips I've got about teachers. We'll get into that one in a minute. We'll do that clip next, actually, but check this out.
Hi, my name is Erin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am this.
Now look at the soy face on it. All right. Drop it out. We'll have it again, though. Based Pussy. Hit it.
Hi, my name is Erin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am this.
And you're fucking ridiculous. Right, so I think it makes sense to go from that to James from Philadelphia. Hello, mate. I was watching your stream last night. You said that you might be quitting. You said, I've had enough of this internet love. You said, I'll find another way of talking to people. I was like, that's not the way to go, is it? But, you know, you make your choices. Nice to see you, James. An absolute pleasure. Yes, it was a legend catwallop. They certainly do. Hello, confused title. Nice to see you. What's her name's favourite cat ever? She absolutely deserved it. But did you see the performance? These people's lives were a performance. That! Ah! I know I've got the cans in, so you wouldn't have heard it anyway, but we were just after a millisecond from a double Vart there. Right, we're going to go to this teacher in a minute. They both came through on Entre. Right, hang on. Billy, that video isn't available anymore, mate. The one you just sent me, it just came up. This video is unavailable. That deleted by the uploader. I mean, you can check her if you wish. I'm not so into playing videos that people send in, especially on a clip stream, because I haven't seen them, so it's a bit weird. I haven't got anything to add, but I can't see that one anyway. I just tried. I will show you so you don't just think I'm blagging it. There you go. Look. This is what happens when I click that link, Billy. Pring, this video isn't available anymore. So I can't play that, but I will read out the message, and it would appear that my man Buster Brook has made a donation as well. Thank you, the pair of you. Let's have a look at those. Entropy donators do get their glory. Billy Blogs, Biden celebrating a point in the Supreme Court Justice diversity high that can't describe a woman and is soft on putos. Try to describe the US in one word and spazzes it. Yeah, I actually saw the video, Billy, when I think, who is it? It's a news anchor says, can you describe what a woman is? And she's like, okay, I'll take that as a no then. Buster Brook, do not answer if it is too personal, Chris, but we're all mates here. How do you deal with jealousy over your missus' past? Are you not concerned with past body count work? Past being the important word. Well, I've had one of when you're reading my novel that one of the most significant thank you, Little Red. I'll be on that in a minute. One of the most significant romances of my life was a brass who started working when she was 24 and finished when she was 35. So that was 9 years on the game, right? My missus only worked for 3 months as brass, and most of her work was pole dancing because that's where the big money is. When she gets on the pole, it's quite remarkable to see. And when she gets off the pole, people just give her $50, $50, $50. So that's like $400 for 5 minutes on the pole. Going back with someone, $50, $100 or something, and it's always protected. Whereas a woman who doesn't do it professionally will frequently not be protected. I mean, I've caught more STDs off of non-working girls than working girls because working girls have to look after all that. So, I mean, also, Buster Brook, I've fucked thousands of women, and I fucked them because I wanted to, not because I had to feed my family. She was working. She never went to school. She can't write. She can't work. That was what she done to feed her family. I've got no problems with it. People fuck people. That's the thing. And if I was to get a bit funny about her and that 3 months brassing, where she probably fucked about, I don't know, 12 people compared to my couple of thousand, it'd be a bit ridiculous, wouldn't it? It's a fair question, though, but I don't get jealous over that. I'd get jealous if she had an affair with someone she fancied. But when it's work, she's just laying on her back and thinking of Cambodia. Fair point, though. Fair point. I'm always up for talking about anything. Natty. Thank you very much, but not you've contradicted yourself in your own statement, Natty. So fuck you. It was great listening to you on Ayatollah. You got a word in edgeways, which was made a nice change. No, it was a real pleasure listening to it. Okay. Hang on, Rags. You'll have to remind me later. I've got about 30 clips. Sorry about the pizza people. I'm Hank Marvin. Remind me a bit later, Rags, because I just told Billy I'm not good at putting on clips that people send me, and then I would be doing that. So, that would be inconsistent and unfair. Where am I? Right, let me just do a quick resume. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Buster Brook. Thank you, Billy. It's not a resume, it's a recap. Thank you, Little Red. Prasha Cuckoo. Jays is keeping old Twitcheroony warm. Nice one, Jays. For people who don't know, Jays watches this stream. I'd say probably 70% of the streams I make, Jays watches, but on his own on Twitch. It's really quite sweet. When I set these streams up, I always, it says, where do you want to broadcast it? And it's got like Twitch, Odyssey, Rumble, blah, blah, blah. And I always put YouTube. And then I think maybe it might cause buffering if I'm going to Twitch as well. And I think, yeah, but Jay's might be there. And he just sits over there on his Jack Jones. It's quite really sweet. Thank you, Little Red, Apatra Cuckoo. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Steve. The thing is, Jimmy, look, come on, mate. You're not an idiot. You have to play by their rules. That's all you have to think about, and you can be cunning. Nietzsche talked about a certain cunning. You can't just go onto their platform and go, you can't chuck me off for saying that. I've got my First Amendment rights. It doesn't work like that. Play by their rules, but be a little bit cunning. All right. Was that 24 to 35? What did I say? Lovely woman, though. What a romance that was. I'll tell you what. I'm sorry to refer to my novel again. One of the best stories in it. There's about 500 stories in that novel that never start or end. They just appear, and you're like, what? Why is he talking about? Oh, it's about this now. What? Why are we talking about this now? But if you can read it textually, fuck you, Boris. You'll get it. But when you read the origin story of the bird that is the love interest in the novel, how she first started brassing and her first ever job, mind-blowing story. I'd love to tell you it now, but I think I've pretty much told you the whole fucking novel anyway. I've got to leave a couple for, Oh, thank you, Cole. It's very kind. Not bad. Not bad. Chris, you've absolutely got to live in the now. Yeah, absolutely. If you're living in the past, you'll resent your life away. And if you live in the future, you'll be terrified all the time. Right here, right now, you'll be all right. Will says make love. It's a fair thing to do. Hello, Yendo. A pleasure. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a fair question, though. I think, to be honest with you, now, Busterbrook, you can obviously challenge me on this. I think Busterbrook was just trying to ask a very simple question, but wanted to extend a bit of kindness. I think what he really wanted to say is, what's it like going out with a bird who used to be a prostitute? I'm fine with it. Right, where are we? No, I appreciate it, Pizzle. I appreciate it. Hello, Jim. You all right, son? Vincent thinks Jay's is female. Let's not go here again. Who was the last one? She pops in occasionally. Do you remember that? Absolutely mess up. Hello, Rob. No, I was working on it last night. I'll be working on it tonight. A couple of days. If you're signed up, Lee, it will come straight to you. But it will be in 2 parts. But what will happen is, because you can't send more than 10,000 words in a Substack email. If you're not signed up to my Substack, people, link in the description, totally free. Absolutely gratis. It's gratis. But you'll get it, and at the bottom there'll be a link to part 2. So you won't have to wait for a week to get the second one. Chrissy says, you shitting all over today. Thanks, Chrissy. Thanks. I never saw that second line coming, but it does remind me of the world I've inhabited for far too long. Our Pizzle says, I was with a brass for 4 years. Didn't bother me, though. I was only in it for the heroin. Lol. That's right, Tito. It was Jord. I told everyone Jord was a bloke, and then I forgot. There you go. Look, the Jord is back. It was a classic, though, wasn't it? Nice one, Jim. Good to know, mate. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. We had that one the other day, Billy, but maybe you weren't here, so you're not to know. But there's no Snow White in it. There's just me. There's plenty of white in it, though. Sump's endless female resentments coming out like a fucking flamethrower. Worst relationship is to have with a woman with a 0 or low body count. How did it become a body count? Come on, people. We're talking about love or work. They make up for lost time and cheat like fuck. I do know the type you refer to. Woodlander. Hello, mate. You mean Juld ain't a bloke? Steve Cray. Juld is a lovely geezer. Baz says Fjord. Oh, you lot are on fire. Yeah, no worries, Billy. There's a lot of repetition goes on around here. I can't think. Melvin, hello, mate, has decided to say head count. Oh, my God. Glands count. It was a weird one, wasn't it, Dennis? Right, let's move on. Praise the Jord. Good Jord. Clancy Wilgum, nice to see you. I can't put that on the screen, I'm afraid, though, but, you know, it's in the chat. Right, let's get clippage. Where are we going now? Right, this is awesome. This is awesome. So we all know Kyle by now. I've played enough of his videos. I am playing the whole video as well. He won't mind. He's absolutely smashing it at the moment. This is excellent. Anyway, I won't break it down for you. We'll just enjoy this. It's about 1 minute 20, exactly 1 minute 20. By the way, that's my knee, not a bald man's head who's gently scratching my back for £3 an hour. Right, here we go. John's gone over to Twitch to keep Jay's company. He's Juld in, pops in occasionally. And that other sort who had a baby, Marzipan. I miss my mate Juld, top bloke. Vartan, Crete. What I said was, what wise man once said, if you have 1 foot in yesterday and 1 foot in tomorrow, you're shitting all over today. There you go. I only read the last part of it, didn't I? And I didn't have a Danny LaRue what you were talking about. Thank you, Chris. At the top of my thing where it shows my donations, there's 4 Chris's at the moment and 1 little red. Thank you, Chrissy. Chrissy, are you going to be able to make it to in real life in London when I finally get back to England? Anyone, Rags or Steve, want to bring the banhammer down to this lonely virgin? Good. Thank you. Look at him. Look at No Mate sitting at home on his own on his computer. You tosser. Don't be threatened by someone who's got more charisma and intellectual ability than you. It's all right, mate. You know, life is hierarchies and you're condemned to be at the bottom of it. Life's like that, you know. Enjoy your life. Right, here we go. Let's check it out. Keep an eye out for him, Rags. They'll come back with a different account in a minute. Mrs. Me in it. Mrs. Me in it. Hello, Mrs. Me in it. How are you, my dear? It's that simple, isn't it, Will? I must admit, Alan, I've had romances with girls who are working girls while I've been with them. That is difficult. Going back to Buster Brooks' question, when I've been their partner and they're working, that isn't something I could ever do again. I couldn't do that again. That was weird. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that, Alan. But ex-brass, I mean, I know women who fuck more men who've never been on the game. You know, it's that doesn't bother me. But when they're actually working, I found that really, really difficult. Really difficult. I really like you, Pizzle. I I still laugh when Jimmy calls you RPOW. Right, here we go. Let's have a clippage because we're on it. Oh yeah, I've already got it wrapped up, haven't I? But I don't think I've got the audio. What's going on here? Hello? Share screen. Share audio. Press that. Press that. Right, 1 minute 20. Absolutely hilarious. Check it out.
You're back with me, Nancy Pelosi, just in time for the lightning round.
That was easy.
There should probably be a law against Congress people trading stocks.
Cheers, Steve.
But we just haven't gotten around to it. Okay, let's get batshit. Hank from Toledo, you're on.
Booyah, Nancy.
Booyah.
I read your husband bought Google just before the antitrust bill vote. You guys made $5 million?
Mm-hmm.
So was that like luck? Or...
Yes, it was a miracle. Thank you, George Floyd.
Hang on a
Okay,
minute.
Mark.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt it, but that skeleton hand is just too good. Check out when she says, "Thank you, George Floyd." Check out the skeleton hand. It's too good. It's too good.
Yes, it was a miracle. Thank you, George Floyd. Okay, Mark from Illinois.
Booyah, Nancy.
Booyah.
Hey, should I hold on to my Tesla position before the EV bill passes?
Sell.
That was easy.
A little birdie told me I'll be voting the other way.
Great tip.
You newbies at home, don't be discouraged. I lost a lot of money in the market, but things really turned around when I started making lures. When we come back, I'm gonna jingle all my jewelry in your face. You'll like it.
It's too good. It's too good. Carl Dunnigan. Brilliant. I should have really left the ident on because it's a bit unfair to show his stuff. Yeah, it's too good. It's what that booyah thing. What makes that hilarious is, you know, she's got a radio show and she's got a little sort of, you know, it's like a Scrubbies a minute. Hey, Nancy, booyah, booyah. Yes, he's absolutely fantastic. Someone just asked what brass. Well, yes, it is Carl Dunnigan. Yeah, brass comes from brass nail, which rhymes with tail, and tail is skirt, which is prostitute. Just pure sense. You got to love a bit of slang, ain't you? You know, that's it. Yeah, it's hello, Tricky. You nice to see you. Booyah. Now I did just show the whole clip. Right, do we want to see this now? I'm not going to read it all, but I'll show you enough just to make you go, oh, that seems reasonable. This from the Daily Mail. Women can be strip searched by trans officers who were born male, say the police. Guidelines issued to forces urge chief officers to recognise the status of transgender colleagues from the moment they transition. The police say it may be advisable to replace officer carrying out search if detainee objects. Fucking hell. Can you imagine? Imagine that. Imagine you're a woman and that swimmer comes along and goes, oh, I'm going to search you. I'm the WPC on the firm. You fuck off. You ain't. No. I'm not going to use my hands, though. I've got this magical third searching hand. Rectal examination engaged. Fuck's sake. Well, you don't really need to see much more of that. You get the picture. And there you go. There's someone who's very happy about it. She looks like she was born in the Isle of Lesbos, which was of no surprise whatsoever. Right. Right, where are we going next? I mean, let's just keep the clipper. Nobody likes my French chipolatas now. Okay, let's see what we've got. I'm a bit worried. I've done all the funny ones, and it's now going to get a little bit heavy. Let's check out a couple of trumps. My mum used to call farts trumps. She used to go, "Have you trumped?" No, I've drumped. No, I've done an orange man bad. that was beautiful, wasn't it? Always come round. Norman wants to know if someone donated a t-shirt. They didn't donate it. I stole it from them, actually. I actually did steal this t-shirt. So in a way, that it was an accidental donation. It was an accidental donation. I don't know how to buy t-shirts. I've got 50. I've got about, not 50, I've got about 20 white t-shirts, this, and that's it. That's it. And then white shirts. It's very easy when you're my age. No black pills. It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. I don't do black pills. That's doing the enemy's work amongst your own people. Not my game, not my strain. Fuck you. He stole my ideas. I'll tell you what he did. I'll tell you what, that's going to all come out soon. And when it did, don't say I didn't tell you, because I didn't tell you. I just said it's going to come out. So, you know. Right. Let's see what Trump said, because it was a couple of good ones. Hang on. Why have I got two clips here? 18 seconds. And 42. Well, I should have. Did I? Maybe I put these together. Ah, fuck it. We'll risk a little bodge up here. But this is from his recent rally in NC. Here we go. Check it out. Check it out. Don't check it out. Check it out. Here we go. Check out Trump smashing it like a beagle. This is very short.
Our children are being indoctrinated. Our values are being desecrated. Our heritage is being obliterated. And our country is being humiliated by a president who has no idea what the hell is going on.
Now, hang on. So I mentioned that earlier. I mean, a perfect summary, but at the end, by a president who doesn't know what the hell is going on. And obviously that's true. But as what I said earlier, the things he says leading up to that, okay, so he's not using necessarily the more savage language that the likes of you and me were a few years ago, but the message is the same. Listen to it again. And his points are amazing. He's talking about ancestry, he's talking about ethnicity, he's talking about culture in a very roundabout way, but it's there. You can't deny it. The left will be jumping all over that. So, racism. But check it out. It's actually very much on the ball. I love Trump. I think he was excellent. And I've lived through plenty of American presidents. Check it again, because it's excellent.
Our children are being indoctrinated. Our values are being desecrated. Our heritage is being obliterated. And our country is being humiliated by a president who has no idea what the hell is going on.
They were glorious years when Trump was on. When he was tweeting about fucking Rocket Man. Lord, amazing. And then when he said, do you remember when he said, I don't want a war with Russia? He said, why can't we get on with Russia? It was amazing. You know that the rest of Washington was just going, fuck off. We've been leveraging all our fucking money over them for decades. Shut up. Right, we got more Trump from the same rally. Check it. Yeah, actually, I just want a warning. There are no black pills here. I don't do them. I'm sick of those. I'm sick of that content. I used to watch it, and I think there's a place for it. I think if you're newly red pilled, you need to feel the pain. You need to know what's going on. But you know, there was a time when I was watching 4 or 5 nationalist streams a day, and I was just miserable. And I just thought, nah. And I'd see the same people in each chat thinking, fuck me, they're doing it as well. This isn't motivating anyone. This is pissing everyone off. This is depressing everyone. This is making everyone just think, fuck it, I'm going to stay in and drink whiskey. No, I'm not interested in it. You know what we do around here? We try and better ourselves. We try and improve our futures. We try and set examples for the people around us, and we try and remain optimistic and positive. That's not to say that there aren't threats and dangers. That's not to say there aren't very negative things happening. Of course there are, but we know that. You've only got to say it a couple of times, and I understand it. It's not for me anymore. Not for me. And it brings with it loads of arseholes. Fuck them. Fuck all those lunatics. Fuck them. Right, here we go. This is another little bit of Trump at the same rally. Have a look at this. I hope to fuck he wins.
Frankly, it's
Hang on, did you have audio then? He said, frankly, Mr. Shankly, we've got plenty more funnies, Natty. Don't worry about that. I am a river for my people. I'm not checking my Telegram, Natty, because I told Billy I don't do that. Then I told Rags I don't do that, and I can't do it for you. But I will towards the end. When I run out of clips, I'll check my Telegram, and then I'll check my Ragagram. But for the time being, I'm going to have to stick with my plan. Nice one on the audio. Here we go. Frankly, Mr. Shankly. Hit it.
Frankly, it's an invasion. You can call it whatever you want, but this is an invasion, just like an...
Absolutely amazing and based as fuck for Donald Trump to say it's an invasion. And he goes on to say like a war. Oh, hang on a minute. Didn't Eric Zemmour say that in France this year? He said it. Eric Zemmour said it. Whatever you think about Eric Zemmour and his heritage, which personally doesn't bother me at all, going on national television and saying that this is a war is massive. Because we were saying that 4 or 5 years ago. Other people were saying that 20 years ago. I wasn't. I'm not trying to lay claim to that. I know there's people in the chat who were, though. And now you've got a bloke on French television who says it every day. And Donald Trump, he knows this is going on telly. He knows that all the news are going to pick this apart. He says it's an invasion. And if I remember rightly, he basically says it's like a war. I've taken it back a bit for context.
It's an invasion. You can call it whatever you want, but this is an invasion, just like an army would invade another country. Our nations are emptying out their prisons and sending drug dealers, murderers, rapists, and savage MS-13 gang members to victimize American citizens. We will be paying a very big price for this calamity, mark my words, for a long period of time. What's coming into our country is going to leave a mark for many, many years and decades, probably. Unfortunately, it's crazy. It's crazy when you think of it.
And I like that because for the last sort of 9 months, since the communists took over America, I've been saying it. All analytical roads just lead to this is fucking madness. Now it isn't. It's planned. It's not madness. It's communism, which is its own kind of madness, of course. But that's an incredible thing for a previous and soon-to-be next president to say. It's an invasion. He says it's like an army invading a country. It's incredible. You don't get that 4 years ago. It's amazing that he's saying this. Absolutely amazing. Very exciting times. Right, so that was Trumpster. That was the boy Trump, who is absolutely coming back to and running. That without a doubt, he's not doing all this for nothing, is he? I mean, maybe he'll I don't know. I've just got to get some more water. Hang on. I'm driving. It won't take long. Right, let's keep the mega clip, mega stream splendid chat a go. Sorry, people, I've just got to get some more water. That's all right, I'm driving, it won't take long. Honestly, people, please drink as much water. Drink 3 or 4 liters a day. You'll see the difference in about a day. And that difference is you'll be on the pisser all night. Right, here we go. What have we got coming up next in this awesome? This is an awesome Sunday stream. We've got 150 people. I've got a gnat bite on my ass the size of, well, my ass is... my girlfriend said I had a bum like a woman. I've been sitting on a mirror and wanking. Aha! Right. Dennis, you've mentioned reverse osmosis many times now. I mean, just do it. Just do it. Hello, SC3. Nice to see you. Where are we? How much is a big bottle of water out there? What, one of them? That's 20 litres. That costs me, they're about $1.25, so about £1. 1 English pound. 1 English pound. That's going to cost you 20 litres, 1 English pound. So is that what you meant? Don't get too sensual about it, people. She also did fart the other day, and I went, did you just palm? Because the Khmer word for fart is palm. And she said, no, just my bum saying I love you. Right, where are we? Kryptonic. I don't know why I said that. The Krypton Factor. Right, let me just delete those Trump streams. Oh my God, I thought we had hours of streams and we're plowing through them. Let's watch a little bit about, let's have a little look at the French polls and see what's happening, because it's kind of interesting. Now, there's, as far as I can work out, this is the latest news regarding the French polling situation. And these are, I think they're exit polls. But as the fella says, Vote! As the fella says, thank you. What's the name? Perky Bum. Thank you very much. As he says, it's very interesting to see the age groups that are voting for Zemmour and Le Pen. And the age groups... Rags sent me this video today. And I said to Rags about 4 messages before this video, I said to him, this French election is all going to really come down to old French couples, and you'll see this fella here basically say exactly that. Hello, RMF. Hope you're all right, son. You'll see him say exactly that, and it's very interesting because now look, Le Pen wins France. The midterms is a red wave. We can relax a little bit. If the midterms isn't a red wave, America's probably beyond the point of no return. Unless you're looking at generational change, 30, 40, 50 years. France, I reckon, can hang out another 3 or 4 years, but it will be the cleanup job will be, it basically gives the opposition 4 more years to arm themselves, prepare themselves, make plans, dig deep. And once they see the results of this election, if Macron wins, and how Le Pen has gone from, this far away to that far away, they will be digging deep. They will be arming themselves. In Minecraft, I'm talking about you fucking idiots up there at Poop. Poop. What an awful thing to think. That's why I had to share it with you. I've never used those 2 words together, and I promise you I won't again. Right. Have a look at this. It's interesting, and check out the age thing, because that's the important thing. Europe, the European young, the left was holding on to the millennial dream. You know, the students they'd fucking infected with communism. It's failed. It's failed because what they didn't realise is when they made universities places for spazzes. You know, universities when I was young were places where clever people went. Then they became businesses where they took on clients, not students, clients. And when you let anyone in, you essentially let anyone out. And you can tell them about communism and Marx and all that bullshit. They don't go home and sit there going, the reification of the proletariat. No. They just go on, another slammer. Hey, yeah, hello, Tracy. It hasn't worked. And it shows you in this. So that... Okay, I've got to say it. The Great Brown Hope has failed, and the polls here show that. So whatever happens in this election, 4 years' time, you get Le Pen or Zemmour president of France, almost certainly. If you're not convinced now, watch this video, and we'll see. But if it were to happen now, amazing, because that's also the end of the EU, because they're out of the EU. Straight away, that happens. That's straight away, because you have to be able to do the sorts of things they want to do. Check it out, and you know, and again, it's such a nail in the coffin of globalism for France to go to the far right. I'm all right with saying far right. They are far right. That's all right. So what? It's only a left right lineage. It doesn't fuck them. Check it. Quite an interesting bloke, this fellow, actually. Boring as fuck presentation, but he does do his research, and I admire him for that. An audio check would be handy.
Well, as the French presidential election gets underway, and of course I will bring you all the very latest on that on my channel, an aspect of what's going on in France that may not be reported on as much elsewhere, I'm keen to highlight on my channel because I think it's quite interesting in terms of what's going on in European politics and French politics.
Thank you, people.
Of course, the latest poll for YouGov found that Macron had a narrow lead in the first round of voting, 26% to Le Pen on 23%. And then just beating Le Pen in the second round, 51 to 49. So really on a knife edge. One of the most...
That's kind of important, actually. I mean, like I said earlier, you know, this second round lark is to protect the French electoral system from letting radicals in. And without a doubt, Le Pen, even though she has kind of softened up, I kind of lost faith in her a bit, but I think since then I've decided it was marketing and it was sensible. But look at that there. You've got Le Pen on 23 and Zemmour on 13. Look at the bottom four. They're all look, the Nouveau Party, the anti-capitalist. So the new anti-capitalist party, good luck. The Socialist Party, they've all got 1. The French Communist Party, 2. So even if all those pricks can join in to keep Le Pen out, that's only like 5 points. But yeah, but it's essentially she got to worry about, you know, this lot in the middle. Can you see my cursor? Hang on. It's this lot who will side with Macron over Le Pen any day, I'm sure. But in the second round, 51 to 49, and bearing in mind this is a YouGov poll, I mean, what did they do? Just lick their finger and stick it in the air. So, you know, it could go Le Pen. You know, I listen, I'm not thinking I'm going to wake up one morning to a Le Pen fanfare, but I didn't think that with Brexit, and I didn't think that with Trump. And I was prepared to just wake up and go, well, another opportunity missed. But it could happen. It could happen. And it would be an absolute wrecking ball into the bollock of globalism. It really would be. You know, and when you see him get onto the age groups, you'll understand that the globalists will be looking at this and thinking, hang on, how comes we've lost the children? How comes we've lost the teenagers? How comes we've lost the fucking graduates? We've spent the last 40 years with our long march, We're fucking in everywhere. We're in the law. We're in the media. We're in the police. We're in the universities. We're in the schools. And 24 to 34-year-olds are voting for Marine Le Pen. It's fucked. Good. Good. Enjoy it, you pricks. Check it.
Knife edge. But one of the most interesting aspects of what's going on in France is the age breakdown of who is voting for who. So, for instance, you see in a shock election boost for Marine Le Pen, it looks like 18 to 24-year-olds are currently backing her over Emmanuel Macron. In actual fact, when you look at the first round of voting in this YouGov poll, you find that among 18 to 24-year-olds, it's actually Eric Zemmour who is the most popular.
So I'll just pause that so you can have a look at it, because he does kind of run over it a little bit. But oh, hang on, it's the next one I want. Hang on, I think you can follow it. You don't need me to interfere. Let's just roll VT.
You find that among 18 to 24-year-olds, it's actually Eric Zemmour who is the most popular candidate, with a third of youngsters backing him. But Le Pen, the most popular, with 25 to 34-year-olds. Now, that's in the first round when all the candidates are standing. It's looking like Le Pen and Macron will go through to the second round if the polls are proven correct. But in that second round, just look at this. You see there, every age category, except for those over 55, every age category backing Le Pen, with 18 to 24-year-olds, Le Pen on 56 to Macron 44. On 25 to 34-year-olds, Le Pen there leading 53 to 47. The same with those at 35
Can
to
you see my
44 in
cursor?
France. And Le Pen leading 51 to 49 on 45 to 54-year-olds. But Macron, you see there, the one age group that he actually leads when it comes to this likely electoral contest with Le Pen head-to-head in the second round is with the over 55s, where he leads there 55 to 45. So this...
Which I just realised I clipped out of the video, sorry. But we'll listen to the rest of what he's got to say. I'll take it back a little bit. Okay, sorry about the lack of sound, but it is important that we listen to that last bit because it's a white bill, and I want you to. Just let me know if you got sound here.
5 to 45. So
did you have 5 to 45? Did you hear that? Come on, RMF. It ain't a Dangerfield stream if it ain't muted at least twice. But yeah, okay, so we'll carry on because this is the important bit of the whole clip, really.
This shows you what is going on in France, that if Macron does get re-elected, it appears it will be because of older French voters, but significant numbers, very significant numbers of young people in France now currently intending to vote for Marine Le Pen. As I said, it looks like it will be Le Pen versus Macron going through after today's voting to the second round. But I will bring you all the very latest on what is going on and the exit polls and all the rest of it in terms of the French election, the first round taking place today, guys. So please do whack this video.
There you go. Interesting stuff. I mean, like I say, it does give essentially what Zemmour called the war. It does give the opposition a chance to plan. You know, they'll be watching that. The leaders of the opposition will be watching this and watching those numbers and thinking, we're fucked. We are fucked. We've got 4 years. We've got 4 years left here. And that's kind of frightening. That is kind of frightening because they'll know that. They're you know, the jump that Le Pen has made from 2017 to now is just insane. There's a 1 point in it now, according to that YouGov poll. I mean, but, you know, even if it's 4 points, 5 points, she's, you know, absolutely ramped it up. So those people will be thinking, we're fucked. You know, it's this nation is going to change dramatically, negatively for us. That's them. And that's a fact. So it's a shame that it probably won't happen this time, because it would have saved a hell of a lot of what will almost certainly be bloodshed and national trauma that will go on a long time. But sometimes it's just the way these things go. Sometimes, we've all spoken about breaking points. We've all spoken about people waking up. We've spoken about people who've always been awake, but they've just got to do something. And apparently, even those polls, it's been like a 25% turnout. 25%. Lumi, what are they saying in the French news about turnout? Is it the same as what we're hearing over here? Well, not over here, but in the English press. Fleet Street? How old am I? Fucking Fleet Street. Whopping. Hello, I'm Freddie Laker. Right, where are we now? Actual John, but real's all right. No, all those globalists will be terrified about all this. They will be absolutely terrified by this. I mean, again, it's I'm gonna come around your drum, Boris, and give you a fucking hit with a wet slipper. Well, I must admit they do tend to be, don't they? But they tend to be wrong in the other way. So it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Well, Lumi's the bloke to ask, really. That Rag sent me that video, and that's the most up-to-date info I can find on it. I looked online, and it's almost like the mainstream media aren't really talking about it. I wonder why. So Lumi's probably a man if he's been paying attention to it. But even then, in France, I can't imagine there's too many people in France wanting to talk about it, because how dare they? How dare they have liberty, equality, and fraternity in France? What? Putting French people first in France? Whatever next? National sovereignty. Lumi says, Dangerfield, the wife got asked to come back and help to count the votes because nobody was interested. Fucking Ada. Well, that might work in our favour. Oh, Lumi, what's it like on the ground? Is it are people have they given up because France has been broken? I mean, as you know, I'm a real fan of Welbeck, and that's kind of his angle. He says the French have just been broken, and that they don't see a way out of it now because their whole culture has just changed. I used to take my Mrs. Vietnamese girlfriend years ago to Paris. Every 2 or 3 months, we'd have a little naughty weekend in Paris, and slowly it started changing quite slowly. And then it was changing every month. And then we went there one month and we're walking down these boulevards of broken dreams. And it was just tents everywhere. And then all the shops that we used to go down, like Montparnasse and all these nice places that I'd read about through, my lovely French writers. And they were just shitholes. And all the shops had closed because there's too much religion going on in the streets 4 times a day, which stops all the traffic. And these people they're not getting the footfall required to have a shop. And, if you're in the center of a city, the rent in the center of the city. My flat in Soho, which was a bedsit. It had a bathroom. I'll give it that. It had a bath, a lovely big freestanding bath. But it was a bed. I had a bed in my front room and a kitchen in my little front room. Probably about 14 foot by 14 foot. That was I think, 2,200 a month rent. Now, if you're a shop, I mean, my council tax in Soho was less than it was in Dartford because they make all their money off the shops. But if you want to put a shop up in a capital city, you are paying a fortune. And to make that work, you need footfall. You need thousands of people walking past your shop every day so that 10% of them come in and 2% of that 10% make a purchase. Then you might make a profit. But if all the traffic stopped and there's all people in the streets praying and nothing can move and you can't walk and you're not allowed to go down here because, yes, they're breaking the law, but, be nice to them. You're fucked. And I just said to her one weekend, we left early. I said, I don't like it here. And when we first started going, it was gay Paris. It was wonderful. We'd buy a cigar, we'd go to the Eiffel Tower, we'd sit and smoke a cigar, we'd get a little hip flask of cognac, and just sitting there having a ball. Romantic. And then that last time we went, I said, I don't like walking around out here anymore. It changed rapidly. It was exponential. It went, oh no, this isn't quite the no, it's fucked. So maybe people aren't voting because they've been absolutely demoralized. They do not consider a French nation as a possibility. Read Welbeck's novel Submission. I mean, if you don't know what submission is another word for, there you go. That's interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I told you in Soho, I live next to a couple of Muslims, lovely fellas, John and Biko. And they were saying to me that they were saying that they're devastated with what's happening in England. They emigrated to England because they were forced to join the army, national service, and then go and fight people who were part of their family. The whole fucking, it gets complicated, doesn't it? And I don't know anywhere near enough about it to go into it. But they would literally be going to war with people who are part of their family, so they fucked off. And they said that England was mental. This was 10 years ago. They were telling me this. They were saying, what is your country doing? And I was like, I don't know, to be honest with you. They were saying, when they go up north, like they act to occasionally for big, I'm trying to avoid saying anything that might get me in trouble, but for big sort of religious festivals, they were like, it's worse than Turkey up there. It's dangerous, it's awful, it's hostile, and it's not England. And they said to me that, and my other mate as well. So this was confirmed off of two separate Muslims that I knew. Well, three, but two were in one group. That all the imams were saying, don't buy property, don't invest in businesses in England. Whereas 5 years ago, that's all it was. They do their religious bit, but after that, it's like, right, let's get down to business. This is what you need to do. All the stuff all Big Balls Bobby gets involved with, make businesses, generate wealth, get the money into, which is what I've been talking to you lot about, generate wealth, make businesses, get passive incomes. This imams were telling everyone to do this, and now they're saying, "Oh, tight, it might not be worth the investment," which is kind of a red pill, really. But it sounds like France has maybe sort of just thought it's over. But again, if all the youngsters are voting Le Pen and it's only the older people, maybe they've just been guilted out of it. They've had a lot of guilt. And I know it's not a cool thing to say, but I love the French. I really love the French. I love French history. I love French literature. I think France is an amazing place. And I want them to get their nation back. Horus says, annihilating people's self-belief and confidence is a good summary of the leftist strategy. Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Oh, don't say that, John. That's what my mates have been saying to me. They said, when you come back, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. And my mother's street has been enriched and they're causing problems. They're already causing problems that street's never had. It was heaven. It was paradise. You've heard the thing that Daughter of Albion made with me talking about growing up there. And my mum, my mum's all like doesn't name the problem, but she's like, well, there's a new family moved in at number 32, and they've bricked off the public right of way, and no one can get in and out of their gardens unless they go through the house. And number 35 is trying to build an extension, but they're having to take their wheelbarrows through the house. I'm like, well, go down the fucking alley. That's what it's there for. Yeah, but you can't, because the new people at number 32 have built walls. I'll fucking kick them down. And she's like, well, and I said, oh, can I ask you a question? And she said, well, you don't need to. You know exactly what I mean. And I'm like, yeah, right. What a fucking surprise. Terrifying. I want her to come and live out here. I said, look, I'm going to try and buy some land at the end of the year. I'll try and build an house, and you can have your own room, aircon. And she won't do it, and it terrifies me, really. She's vulnerable. Anyway, let's keep. We're hope for the best. Excuse me. Nice one, Hans. Much appreciated. Strange that the eternal struggle between left and right. There seems always to be such a meager outcome, even after the great refugee crisis. 50-50. Well, nice one for the donation, Hans. Good point. Wait till you hear what Merkel's got to say about the refugee crisis. And it's coming up. I'll play that stream now, actually, if I can grab the right one. Nice one, Hans. Appreciate the donation. The grift has been a little bit thin on the ground, but that's all right. It is Sunday. That's very kind of you, John. That really is kind of you, John. I've got a few people who said that. I mean, I've got mates in the area, but, they can't be there all the time. And, vulnerable old woman on her own, that's what does me. But thank you, John. That's very kind. Very, very kind. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. Excuse me. Where are we? So I think this is the one. PJW. Not everyone's cup of tea. I get that. But if you don't like it, go make a cup of tea. But listen to the message, not the man. Yeah. You can use that if you want. So hang on, Lumi. What's coming in 30 minutes? Because I'll still be streaming. It's 12:30 here now, but I reckon I'll hang on till 1 o'clock. And the results going to come in half an hour. That could be the darndest end to a stream. I'm guessing that's what you're saying. Hallelujah. Natty. 50-50, but don't forget the system has spent literally billions on propaganda. It's an amazing point, actually, Natty. When we look at when we look at our small victories, which were Brexit, which were Trump, and again, I know Trump divides people, but it still was, to an extent, you've got to admit, to an extent, some kind of victory. And so 50-50, you'd think, wow, with everything going so bad in your country. But the globalist machine has got almost infinite money. It literally has. It owns the media. So 50-50 is actually very, very white pilling. When you consider you've got a few YouTubers, Katie Hopkins, Mark Dice, and we're still getting results that are almost a parity. Yeah, great point, Natty. Thanks for the donation as well. And nice to see you about a bit more. You kind of went AWOL, or maybe I just wasn't in the same digital spaces as you. But it was great on Ayatollah. Nice to know you're in here. Hello, Doc. Nice to see you, mate. Nice one, Vincent. For a couple of bottles of H2O. There you go. For £2 is about what? $2.50. Yeah, 30 litres of water you've just bought me, Vincent. I'll take it. I actually tip the blokes that deliver them more than the water costs, because I order like 6 or 7 at a time, right? but they've got to climb up 2 flights of stairs to get to my pad. And, you know, in the 35-degree heat, carrying 3 of them up, and they can't do 2 because it's all a bit water low. They feel like they're on the Krypton factor. The second time I've mentioned it in one stream. Eat it. You know, that's hard graft. So I tend to give them a £5 each as a tip. And then when I'd give them that cash, and then I pay for the water by ABA, and then I think, hang on a minute, it's $7.50. I'll just give them a tenner for the. I can't have them fucking carrying out there and not tip them. That's not on. Because by rights, they could just leave it at the bottom, and there's no way I'm carrying that up those stairs. Dun 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 dun. And the first time I tipped them, and this is, you know, the level of poverty out here. The average wage is about $200 a month, and they get like 1 day off a month. There's no Sunday. They're not Christians. So you get like 1 day off a month. And when I first tipped them, their faces just light up. And he went, I come bong, which means thank you, brother. And bong is, everyone gets called bong out here. It's quite weird. It's kind of bong, not bong. If you say bong, they don't know what you're talking about. But if you say bong, they do know. And he said, thank you, bong, can buy rice for family. Literally can buy rice. He means that as well. He can buy some rice so his family can eat. Anyway, sorry, having been out here quite a while now, I've got, you know, I like the Khmer people. They've been through a fucking nightmare out here, and it's been hasn't really been reported on. Very few people really know what happened under Pol Pot. I've got to say that kind of stuff a bit quiet, but and it was awful. It's hell on earth out here, and I like them. I like the Khmer people. They've been lovely to me. I've had no trouble out here, which is quite nice after living in Soho for 10 years, 15 years. It is a tough bastard, but it's a lovely one as well, Will. Right, here we go. PJW. I have clipped it, so it's not me dining out on his content, but it's definitely worth a watch. Check it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. An audio check will be handy, but I think we'll be all right.
Alarming crime stats out of Germany suggest that diversity may not be a strength. Say it ain't so. That, according to official data released this week by Germany's Federal Criminal Police Office, BKA. Foreign nationals make up around 12% of Germany's population.
Right, just before we go any further, so I a few, feels like hours ago, I was saying I don't do black pills. So to then suddenly show you a video about crime statistics in Germany and the percentage of them being from visitors would seem like a black pill. But what's amazing about this video is how the German authorities have responded to it, which you'll see at the end. It's only 1 minute and 15 seconds. It ain't a long one. Wait till you get to the end. So you heard that. They make up 12% of the population. And as they'll go on to say, these stats don't include naturalized, I think is the word, where people who have immigrated and become German. Can a German go to Turkey and become Turkish? Maybe. Probably wouldn't want to. But check out some of these numbers, man, and then listen to what. Well, yeah, I just told you, so check it out. Oh, hang on a minute. If I don't do it again, we lose the audio. I'll take it back a little bit for context.
Germany's Federal Criminal Police Office, BKA. Foreign nationals make up around 12% of Germany's population. Out of 164,646 violent crime cases, 37.7% of suspects were foreign nationals. 37.6% of suspects in theft cases were foreign nationals. Distribution, acquisition, possession, and production of CP, 23.5% foreign nationals. Crimes against personal liberty, including coercion, forced marriages, and threats, 27.2% foreign nationals. Last month, the Federal Statistical Office of Germany revealed that foreign nationals were responsible for 42.44% of rapes and sexual offences.
44.2% of rapes and sexual offences from a population of 12%. That's a catastrophe. That, I mean, if you went back 100 years and had numbers like this about anything, about not even about immigration, about anything, numbers that were this clear, it would be on everyone's lips. And it just sort of, it's just kind of like it barely makes a ripple in the mainstream media. It's absurd. It's a fucking disgrace. It gets worse though.
Overall suspect rate of foreign nationals for all crimes in Germany is 33.8%. That means they're overrepresented by almost 3 times their population percent.
So 33% of all crimes, right? So what's that? That's a 33. That's about a third of all crimes, and yet they make up 12% of the population, which is what, about 9%. I don't know what I'm saying there. I think he just said it. I'll take it back. Just listen to what he said. It's better.
Of rapes and sexual offences. The overall suspect rate of foreign nationals for all crimes in Germany is 33.8%. That means they're overrepresented by almost 3 times their population percentage. And all these figures don't include people with migrant backgrounds who later became German nationals.
And there's people in the chat saying, I imagine these figures have been massaged. Oh, without a doubt. And that last point, that's a massive number as well, because they're desperate to get them naturalized. No, you're German, because they need to do that so that these figures don't look bad. Think of all the effort they've made to make them not look bad. You remember that woman stood up in the German parliament, and she went, we will soon be less white people than immigrants, and that's a good thing. And so they will have massaged these figures. They would have done every single thing they could to make them as little as possible, and it is still atrocious. That's what's remarkable about it. Even with all their ability to cheat and lie and massage, and it's still atrocious. But check out the responses. This is what's going to make you go.
German Interior Minister Nancy Faeser responded to the statistics not by addressing the elephant in the living room, but by concentrating on an overall drop in year-on-year crimes, which was almost exclusively because of lockdown. Last year, Chancellor...
It's amazing. The glaring, like he said, the elephant in the room. I don't know where the living room came from. That was a peculiar addition. But the elephant in the room there. Oh, what do these figures show us? Well, our visitors have got fucking problems, and now we've got fucking problems. But no, hasn't crime gone down? Yeah, because no one's been let out of their house for 2 years, you dozy fucker. It's ridiculous. And then Merkel is Germany's Blair, isn't she? She's a guilt-ridden leftist tard who just went, no, I'm sorry about the war.
Almost exclusively because of lockdown. Last year, Chancellor Angela Merkel said that importing over 1 million migrants into Germany from 2015 onwards had been a, quote, success.
I mean, look, I know I say it too much. Adam Curtis, little bit leftist, Bitter Lake, talks about the information age. Too much information actually makes you stupider. European people's IQ has been going down since about 1890, right? We peaked at 1890. All this information is hypnotic. And that's why Merkel, knowing full well what's going on, definitely knowing the actual scope of the problem, dares to publicly say What a success it's been. Hasn't it been a success bringing these people in? Germany is definitely a better place for them. Hello, Shane. Good to see you. Hello, Roy. Good to see you. It's there you go. That's brilliant, Nick. That's brilliant. The operation was a success, but the patient died. Yeah. We replaced the liver, but the brain gave up. Yeah, no, brilliant. Hello, Eric. Oh, God. Yeah, I think that's probably the most blackpilling of the clips, but you have got to laugh at it because what else do you do? It's mind blowing. Right. Okay. This one. This right. So the little clip that I got off that came with this, another one from Rags. A lot of these, not all, but a lot of these came from Rags and Jack London and myself today. I actually done some research for once. Right, just think about Trudeau and his an authoritarian Canada. Think about all the things Trudeau done with the truckers and just the blatant tyranny, the tyranny of Canada. And the little quote that come with this is, they're just trolling us now. Listen to what Trudeau says. Remember, dig out all your last couple of years of what's happened in Canada. This is obscene, what he says here. It's absolutely obscene. Spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you. He makes out that he's been fighting authoritarianism. He makes out that he is the solution to the tyranny going on in the world. Trudeau. And also, listen out, I can't remember exactly, but there's two modifiers that are really weird. I think it's two. He modifies nationalism and he modifies populism. I think both of them. He certainly modifies nationalism. But listen out for them. I can't remember what they are. And again, this is script writers who are marketers, essentially. And they would have said, modify with these words. Linguistically, it doesn't make sense. Politically, it doesn't make sense. In terms of propaganda, it's absolutely fine. But just listen out for them, because it kind of crippled me in a way. I was like, not only him being the defender of freedom, what, Trudeau, fuck off, Castro, but these weird little modifiers. Check it out. I watched this about 5 times, just like, hey, are you sure? What? Here we go. Audio check will be handy.
So when Canadians and friends from around the world stand for Ukraine, we are standing for Ukraine. But we are also standing for ourselves, for these values that have been undermined
by you
over the past years with the rise of authoritarianism, with attacks on the social cohesion because of excessive populism and over nationalism.
There you go. Did you hear the modifiers? What? Hang on a minute. Let's just go back here. Let me just correct you there, Castro.
Rise of authoritarianism.
Right, hang on. Let me just correct you on a couple of things.
Over the past years with the rise of authoritarianism.
Yours.
With attacks on the social cohesion.
Because of your immigration policies, sure, right?
Because of excessive populism.
Excessive populism. Now, what is excessive populism? What is that? Is it what? You can have a bit of populism, but you can't have excessive populism. You can't modify populism with excessive. You can't. It doesn't work. That doesn't work. And what is essentially let out of the bag there is that he's trying to, because of what he just said about being the vanguard against authoritarianism, which is frankly surreal. But excessive populism, no, it's populism. That's what it is. That is all it is. It's a thing. To try and have some kind of spectrum of acceptable populism. And this is what I mean by him letting the cat out of the bag. He has essentially said there's a spectrum of acceptable populism, and basically it's until it affects him and the globalist agenda. As soon as populism affects the globalist agenda, it's excessive. But I ask you, what the fuck? Does he say over nationalism or avert nationalism? Let's just hear it, because it might be overt nationalism. But even that's weird. Even if he's saying that, what? It's all right if it's covert. Hide yourselves away, you dirty nationalists. How dare you love your country? But over nationalism, what the fuck is that? So let's just hear those two modifiers, because it's Dada. It's a Dada performance piece.
Excessive populism and over nationalism.
He says over nationalism. Look, where's Rob? Excessive thinking. That's excellent. No, Charlie. Hello, Charlie, by the way. I haven't said hello to you. No, he says over. Without a doubt, it's over. I'll play it again. Over nationalism.
Excessive populism and over nationalism.
I'm asking you, what is over nationalism? Charlie just cracking up. What is over nationalism? What is it? Now, I would cut him some slack if, he looks like he's looking around. Maybe he hasn't got an earpiece or something. But there's two modifiers. There's excessive populism and over nationalism. What is that? Hello, Arius. Good to see you, mate. Willow. It's definitely over for him. Well, there you go. John's gone for it. They're really weird things to say, aren't they? They're really. I mean, I don't want to take away from the fact that Trudeau is seriously suggesting he's been fighting authoritarianism. Are you sure? You sure about that? You lying fucker. Sumster. Over nationalism, protecting borders, culture, and history. Ben's an under nationalist. There you go. I can't imagine that. That can't be nice, Roy. Roy says, I had to borrow a £5 yesterday to get bread, milk, and butter. The basics. Yet people are being put up in fancy hotels. Yeah, top hotels. Yeah. And paid a fortune out of probably taxes that you've paid in your life, Roy. Yeah, shocking. When's Rags streaming? I said to Rags earlier today. I said to him, Rags, is anyone streaming today? I don't want to tread on anyone's toes. He said, no, you're fine. And now I'm hearing that Rags is streaming in a minute. Rags, what have you done to me, son? Rags, when are you streaming? How long have I got? Sometimes you just need to cut to the chase. He looks like a bender. Right, 7 p.m. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 10 minutes. Fucking hell, Rags. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 clips left and about 20 memes. We're going to have to cut this short, people. Because I can't screw Rags like that. I've been going for 2.5 hours. All right, look, we've got 10 minutes left. No, I'll drop it out. We'll have a look at those clips tomorrow. They're all, do you know what I mean? Terrible. Rags, you bastard. It was him I asked as well. I said, Rags, is anyone streaming today? I don't want to tread on anyone's toes. He said, no, you're fine anytime. He will, because He will. Is that you know, I do stream a lot, and with the missus away for a week, it's 10 minutes to the results. It could. All right, I'll hang on to the results. All right, Rags, are you still in the chat, Rags? Get Rags on. Anyway, can we? He's on YouTube, John. Can we just invite Rags on? Keep him here. Anyway, Rags, tell me more about that. Yeah. All right, I'll hang around for the French election results, but it might be a little bit of a damp squib of an ender. And also, Lumi, seriously, do you think that? Hang on, before we get into all that, can we just enjoy that loony Trudeau fighting tyranny and authoritarianism, excessive populism, over nationalism? What wizardry is this? Absolute madness. Right, I'll drop a couple of clips in for the last 10 minutes. What one would be appropriate? This is really nice. I know a lot of people don't like Katie Hopkins, right? But I do. And I'll tell you why, because she's more on our side than she is the other side. And she appeals to normies. She appeals to female voters. And female voters do a lot of damage with their fucking guilt. They do. This is just a fact. And what she says here is important. Because what I've said about the midterms, if there's not a massive red wave, the USA is in real trouble. And by red wave, I mean from the ground up. I always say it, PTAs, district attorneys, fucking local police chiefs. It needs to be from the ground up. I think it's going to happen. I think America's sick of this bullshit. It doesn't take any country long to be sick of communism, but America, it's been super quick. Now, what she basically says here is it's the same for France. If Le Pen doesn't win this, France is in real trouble. I think 4 more years it's going to be an exponential 4 years where the opposition know that a far right politician is going to get voted in without a doubt. You know, Le Pen has made up like 30 points in 4 or 5 years. They know it, and they know they're going to have to start making plans if they want to stay, basically. That's just a fact. So check out Katie here. I quite like this. And I also quite like her spirit in this video as well.
I'm a big believer that sometimes when you can't impact personally on something, you just have to throw it out to the universe and pray. So here's me throwing it out to the universe that I really hope Marine Le Pen can make it today. First round today, 10th of April. Second round, 24th of April. And it should be Marine Le Pen versus Macron. And I truly believe this is France's one big opportunity to save itself. It's France's last hope, if you will, to reclaim France for the French, to send the globalist puppet, the little prince, the petit prince, Macron packing, and to show the EU, the WEF, and the globalists that seek to control us with their leaders planted into countries like Canada and New Zealand. It's our opportunity to show them that we're not ready to give up yet. Whatever you do, support Marine Le Pen, vas-y Marine, and bring back France for the French.
Yeah, I think fair play to her. Middle-aged, middle-class women listen to her. They like her, and they damage votes. I'm sorry, but middle-class, middle-aged women wreck nations. It's just a fact. You can check it out. It's happened many times in many places. So Lumi, can you just confirm the results we're getting in a minute is going to be the result of the final result of the first round, right? Me too. But it's going to be shocking if, it ain't. if we all go. But, no, but in her younger days, like most women, they get it hard in life. I think a lot of men get better as they age, and a lot of women don't. But such is life. I haven't even said hello to you, have I, John? Hello, mate. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? But when you do a long stream, though, John, this stream would probably have had about 400 views by now. So you've had people come and go. So it's not that there's 144 people watching now. 103 of them haven't liked. About 30% of my viewers aren't even subscribed. It's very strange, but there you go. Pizzle, excellent. Excellent and disgusting at the same time. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird that, she'll get called out for that. She'll get called out for saying that. It's a bizarre state of affairs. Hello, Murph Barron. Exactly, John. Exactly. I mean, I get people say shitty things to me, and I'm like, yeah, I like my YouTube channel. We do good things here. Although I don't think Pablo has emailed me. I'll have to double check. That would be a shame. But I'll have to double check, by the way. Don't take that. But we do good things here. And if this was on Odyssey, we've been getting a lot of new people coming in here recently as well, which is nice. And that's why I don't talk about certain things. That's why I don't say certain words. And that's why I have to go. I play by the rules. Simple as that. And that's why I've had a channel for 7 years. That's why I'm actually a YouTube partner now. My videos aren't monetized, but I am a YouTube partner. If I have problems, I can speak to YouTube, and I have. It's very weird. I get all scared because I think, don't draw attention to yourself. Hello, is that YouTube? Yes, how can I help you? And I'm like, I just wondered. Just wondered. I remember the iconoclast used to get really pissed with it in a funny way, though. He'd be like, "How the fuck are you still monetized?" I don't know, you take it easy, don't you? You have to be cunning. The word again, cunning. I was telling James from Philadelphia about it. You're all right, John, but you've blended in nicely here. You seem like a good bloke. It's been a pleasure having you. I haven't streamed a lot lately, to be honest with you. I've been busy with work, and I was not migrained. I was headached off. Then I was hungover, but I think I streamed when I was hungover, didn't I? It wasn't great. We're getting Rittenhouse energy, are we? We're Rittenhouse in. Okay. Yeah, we do, Alan. I think we do. I think a lot of people here, myself included, have really needed this place sometimes, and I don't want to lose it. So, Lumi, is there any way you can come on? You can come on audio only if you want, and or is there a channel, Lumi, that's broadcasting it live that I can get on? Well, John, I don't know if he's emailed me because I haven't checked my emails. I checked him when I went for a piss at about 4 a.m. I'll have a look now, but it is hard for people to do that sort of thing. When you've got a problem, it's. Maybe he has. Let me have a look. I hope he has. I mean, we give him plenty of encouragement. Unless maybe he's using a different name for his emails. Kevin, is Kevin here? Kevin Keener, are you here? It would appear he hasn't. Oh, that's a damn shame. Because I spoke to my mate from the treatment centre and asked him about meds for alcohol detox. Is Kevin Keener in? Kevin sends me loads of great links, but a lot of them I can't show. Sorry, people. I don't know whether I can. Oh, there you go. Fucking hell. My old NA sponsor says if you've got chronic alcoholism, you want to start on 70 milligrams of diazepam. And Pablo's doctor wouldn't give it to him. Fuck it now. Pablo, get yourself out here, mate. You can buy 40 10 mils for a fucking $1 without a script. There's no scripts out here. Weird that, isn't it? They don't rob you and rip you off. They don't pretend to know more than you about your own body. Funny, eh? Funny what a third world country can do when they're not trying to fucking fleece you at every angle. It would appear Pablo hasn't, but that's all right. Maybe he will. I mean, I don't mean this in a shitty way, but maybe he got drunk. You know, if you've got a drink problem, that does tend to happen. Lumi, is there somewhere I can find it online, maybe? France 24 stream in Anglais and Euro News. Good call, Lumi. Let's check this out then, people. You watch me miss it. You watch me just get there. And that's the results for the French election. Right. France 24. English. There you go. Rule Britannia. That's war in Ukraine. There we go. That's the one we want. Let's have a look at this.
That he was really neck and neck.
Can you hear it?
However, he was able, according to the estimates of our partner, to maintain some margin of leadership. 28% is probably better than some of his lieutenants were fearing in recent days. Marine Le Pen still getting over 23%, which is better than 2 percentage points better.
Okay, so there you go, people.
Last time.
Macron 23%. Let me try and take that back and get that. Macron 27, Le Pen 16.8. Bollocks. So that's kind of okay, but it depends where everyone else is going to go in the second round, doesn't it?
Then 2 point.
Oh no, 28 to 23. Oh, that's not so bad. Fuck you, Macron, you filthy piece of shit. Hello, welcome to YouTube. Good call, Arius. I kind of thought that for a minute as well, Arius. I think Tamores will go MLP, but that's only about 13%, I think. So that's going to take her up to 36. All the centrists and the left are going to go to Macron. It still may well be tight. Right, listen, people, I've still got loads of clips. I've still got loads of memes. I don't want to fuck Rags off more. You know, you can't stream for 3 hours. And Rags does so much for this stream. I think it's fair enough. Seymour only ended up with 7. I'm still sorry, RMF. I'm still going by the polls I saw earlier. 7%. That's not great, is it? Interesting. Very interesting. All right, people, we will play out with Alex, but I've still got loads of clips. We'll have another clip stream tomorrow. Thanks to everyone who donated. Thanks to you lot have been on top form today. Without you lot engaging, I'm a little bit lost for what to talk about. And you lot have been on form for ages now. There's still a bit of time to chuck some filthy lucre at me if you want for a 3-hour stream. It's now 1 a.m. Khmer time. I hope you've enjoyed the news, the fun, the blues, the reds, the commies under the bed. What's happening here? That ain't meant to happen, I'm sure. Hang on. Look after yourselves, people. Bless you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I've got all au français on you. Bonsoir, mon ami. Play it, Al.
The paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of this.
Hello, Arlo. Didn't know you were here, son. Oh, that's why.
Christian murder scum. There were giant death factories keeping babies alive. Selling that body part. What more do you need to know about?
Hello, Tristan.
I go out and face these scum.
Scott's Armour, 8:30. That'll be after Rags.
They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we want to eat babies.
Well, as I've said before, Lee, I know Edward Woodward's son, Tim Woodward, and he reckons, he told me in the French house he went down on Thatcher. What?
I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man.
Nice one, Packer.
She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. That woman number one is ugly.
Packer says, cheers, Chris. Thanks, mods. See you all later, scrubs. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Steve. Rags done the off for his own stream. Thanks, Rags. Cheers, Packer.
Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and
I
Obama
can't.
just
It's a timing issue.
Obama and Hillary both
I will do
smell
them,
like
though.
sulfur.
I will do one day, I promise you.
In a room, vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round, coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil.
Here we go.
I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice and itself rising up against us. Millions upon people of the very worst
Hello,
type,
Kevin.
and I'm
You
so
have, mate.
pissed.
Thanks for all the links you sent me.
Gonna stare your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son.
Not a fan, Pizzle. I thought you liked it.
We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife. And then
Hello,
this
Ludwig.
chief is gonna say,
Clancy.
we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so sweet.
Nice one, Jays. Chrissy.
I was watching Fox News as I worked out this morning.
You know what? It's weird because so was I. Look after yourselves, people. Rags is streaming now. Apologise to him for running over, but remind him it was him who told me I had carte blanche. Oh, Francais. Bless you all. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll have another mega clip stream. Promises. Hi.